In an earlier video, we talked about Charles Darwin. He showed us how species are tightly coupled to their environments. Their form is fitted to survive in the conditions they grew up in. Attachment works the same way. In the Dynamic Maturational Model, or DMM, your attachment strategy is the way you learn to deal with threat and danger in your caregiving environment. It's not just a style of relating, it's a survival strategy. And just like all species are equally evolved, all attachment strategies are equally organized. There's no such thing as disorganized in DMM. Every strategy makes sense in the environment it came from. The question is, what happens when we carry those strategies out of the original family environment into the world of adulthood? A lot of people are familiar with the Berkeley model of attachment theory. You have 4 basic attachment styles. You have secure, anxious preoccupied, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant, which is sometimes called disorganized attachment. DMM reframes this. Instead of 4 boxes, it shows us a continuum of strategies, all adaptive in their original environment, and it drops disorganized altogether. All strategies are organized strategies for staying safe. So what changes in DMM is that strategies are not fixed types, but information processing strategies that manage threat. Here's the heart of it. Attachment strategies differ in 2 main ways. First, what source of information do they rely on? A strategies lean on cognition, muting emotion. C strategies lean on affect, amplifying it, sometimes distorting thinking. B strategies integrate both, head and heart, with little distortion. Second, how much the information gets distorted. Low numbers are close to reality. High numbers involve more transformation, more distortion. When you bring these strategies into adulthood, here's what tends to happen. Secure relationships. B with B. These people look for partners who are attuned, responsive, reliable. They create a base of safety that actually multiplies agency for both partners. Insecure pairings. A with C. These people often seek what feels familiar from childhood, not necessarily what's healthy. You get the classic pursuer-distancer dynamic. The relationship becomes role-based because neither partner is flexible enough to bring authentic selfhood into it. High number or mixed strategies. These folks may struggle to couple at all, and that's a problem because relationships aren't just about comfort. They're a key form of safety. Without that safety net, you're far less resourced to take risks and explore. So what happens if you stay stuck in one of these strategies? You distort reality to fit your survival pattern. You keep trying to make the present look like the past. The relationship may look stable for a while, but underneath, it's brittle. It's built on illusion, and eventually reality recoils. This doesn't mean the relationship necessarily falls apart, but it's crisis-prone. Bonds fray or collapse, betrayals surface, or loneliness stretches on for years. And when it happens, it doesn't feel like a mistake that can be corrected. It feels like fate. But here's the good news. Strategies aren't destiny. They're starting conditions. They can change. This is where Aristotle comes back into the picture. He said courage isn't just something you can just decide to have. You build the judgment for courage by practicing it again and again until it becomes second nature. Attachment works the same way. You don't just wake up one day and you're secure. You become more secure by acting secure, by seeding new behaviors, practicing those behaviors, and then letting that behavior reshape you over time. That's the reciprocity. Practice generates growth, and growth gives you more resources for practice. So what does security look like in the DMM? Flexibility. Sometimes turning the volume down, sometimes turning it up, but always staying in contact with reality, not distortion. And the payoff is profound. In a truly secure relationship, you don't just soothe each other. You become like a single organism for reality testing, where one person distorts, the other one corrects. In an insecure relationship, you usually have 2 people working together to help shield one another from reality. In a secure relationship where one person distorts, the other one helps to correct. Together, you build a map of reality that is richer and truer than either of you would be able to create alone. That's not just comfort, that's agency. That's transcendence at the level of a relationship. So here's the challenge. Are you replaying old survival strategies in your relationships? Or are you creating a bond that brings you into contact with reality, protects the both of you, and allows the both of you to live life more fully? Because relationships aren't just about love or safety. They're engines of selfhood. And if you can bring your full selfhood into them, they don't just make life more bearable, they make it more alive.